Good evening, everybody. It is the regularly scheduled meeting of the Somerville Planning Board at 6:02 p.m. on 4/18/24. I am Mike Capuano. I'm the chairman of the Planning Board. With me tonight is the Vice Chair, Amelia Aboff, our clerk, Jahan Habib, and members Michael McNeely, Debbie Howard Easton, and Luke Schuster. We have a couple of items on our agenda tonight. But first, pursuant to Chapter 2 of the Act of 2023, this meeting of the Planning Board will be conducted via remote participation. A video recording of these proceedings will be available on the city's website or by emailing planning@somervillema.gov. The first item on our agenda is 120 to 132 Middlesex Avenue, which is seeking an extension. That hearing has already obviously been opened. We also have an item of other business, which is the March 7th, 2024 meeting minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review the draft meeting minutes? Does anybody have any comments, questions, suggested revisions to those draft meeting minutes? Okay. Seeing none, the chair moves to adopt the draft meeting minutes as the meeting minutes of the Planning Board, seconded by Amelia. Stephen, can I please have a roll call vote?
Sure, this is Steve Carey in the Planning Division. Michael McNeely.
Aye.
Jahan Habib.
Aye.
Deborah Howe Easton.
Aye.
Amelia Aboff.
Aye.
Luke Schuster.
Aye.
And Michael Capuano.
Aye. Next up is 120 to 132 Middlesex Avenue. Does this require the reading into the record of a notice of public hearing because it's an extension? I don't know if it does.
I think because it was advertised, it can be read into the record.
Do we have a notice for the clerk to read? And clerk, do you have it?
Yes, I do.
For the sake of making sure we're all on the same page here and not getting into any trouble, can I ask you to read into the record the notice of public hearing?
Yes, Mr. Chair, 120 to 132 Middlesex Avenue, PNZ 23-065. DEWCH Assembly Row LLC seeks to extend the validity of a previously issued special permit number MP 2020-003 in the Assembly Square mixed use ASMD district.
Okay. Thanks very much. Could I please have the applicant or the applicant's representative please be unmuted so we can have a very brief discussion on this fairly straightforward request.
Sure, this is Steve Carey in the Planning Division. I'm going to promote Anthony Galuccio, Darren Baird, Nicole Labossiere, and Urani Sanchez to panelists.
Is the applicant or the applicant's representative able to be unmuted or have their video on?
Okay, we go. Mr. Chairman, thank you. Anthony Galuccio, partner with Galuccio and Watson. I'm co-counsel with Darren and Yari Sanchez. Nicole, are you on?
I am on. Could I have sharing capabilities, please? Oh, I think I do. Thank you.
Good. Could I ask for a very quick, before the applicant gets started, I believe Amelia has just a quick thing that she needs to disclose prior to getting it.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll just disclose that I am working with the Goulston Stores attorneys on an unrelated matter, but I do not believe that represents any conflict of interest for this item. Thank you.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
Applicant team, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, Nicole's gonna, our Director of Development's gonna start. I think she's just looking to get the screen activated.
Yes, it notes that I've been disabled for screen sharing.
This is Steve Carey in the Planning Division. I should be able to give you sharing capabilities. Hang on one
Okay.
second.
Sure.
All right, you should have sharing capabilities now.
Yes. Can you all see that?
I do. Can I
Right.
ask you, do you have a slideshow presentation on a request for an extension?
Not my,
Yes.
very,
It's
Mr.
very
Chair,
brief.
actually, Mr. Chair, sorry.
It had been a bit about one slide.
No, Mr. Chair, I have to harken back. Sorry, forgive me. Members of the board may or may not have been there, but you were. I was thinking we were gonna have very bad luck, because if you may remember, I think it was our presentation, Darren, you'll remember, on maybe JK, going way back when we had technology failure and the board was ecstatic because we couldn't go through a big slideshow and I had to go off the top of my head for a minute. It's very, very brief. If you don't want us
Anthony,
to,
so
we
you're
can,
telling me I don't want to put you through your paces again tonight?
we can waive
That's fine. We can.
You want us to waive the slides and just quickly give you a,
I would love an overview. It's a request for a 2-year extension for a permit that we've already granted.
Perfect.
Unless you think it's absolutely necessary to present the board with a slideshow.
No, that's fine. I can leave it right here on this front cover page, Anthony, if you want to just go ahead.
I can quick, I've been down this road before. Very quickly, as the board knows, I will say Divco's very proud to have delivered 860,000 square feet of commercial space to the city, with Phillips Company and Bristol Myers Squibb over at Cambridge Crossing. This is a property that we acquired from Capitol Hall in 2021. Since then, we've been engaged with the city on permitting and design preparation. We have a couple modifications that better align us with the life science market. So that has taken us through a little bit of a timetable. We're getting very close. But because of that, we are looking for a 2-year extension. And we got a variance issued a month ago, which is integral to the site. It was an original variance that had expired. That has been issued again. So we're in good shape. And I think that's the whole story.
So, and the only question that I have,
Yep.
and this is a public hearing, so I'm gonna have to open it up in a minute, but, is there a reason you're seeking 2 years instead of 1 year? Because that's usually what we say.
Well, my non-lawyer answer would be 2 years is better than 1. I think the process, reality is we have to essentially get a new special permit because we have 2 major amendments, which we are not before the board yet for. And we continue to work with staff on different issues. Then we have to go through site plan, final design review. We may not make that 1 year. Darren, if you have any further elaboration, I think the rationale is just that we're going to be cutting it pretty close.
Yeah,
Nicole.
I think that's right, Anthony. With the major amendment and the need to go through site plan approval, we're concerned that 1 year will get tight fast.
Thank you. I just want to note, that the staff memorandum has made a recommendation to go with that 2-year plan. That's something that the administration, has thought is a reasonable idea, so I'm on board with that. Does anybody else on the planning board have any thoughts, questions, concerns before I open this up to public testimony? I've got you all on the right-hand side of my screen, so I'm gonna scroll in. So I don't see any right now, so what I'd like to do is open this up to public testimony for anybody that wants to speak in support of this particular application. If you do, please gotta exercise the raised hand button and I'll call on you in the order in which I see you. By the way, I only note one person who is in the audience who has not been promoted to a panelist. So if this individual wants to raise their hand, they may. Going once, going twice. Seeing none, I'm going to close that portion of the public hearing and open it up to anybody that wants to speak in opposition to this application or otherwise express concern. Again, I note there is only one person in attendance if this individual wants to provide testimony in opposition or concern. Once, twice, seeing none, the chair closes this portion of the public hearing. Continues the discussion between members of the planning board. So is there anything else that anyone on the board has that would like to raise in the point of a discussion or question of the applicant or of staff for this particular request for an extension? Just doing another quick scroll of my colleagues. Okay. Seeing none, okay. Following public testimony, review of the submitted materials, and deliberation of the required considerations outlined by the zoning ordinance, I move to approve the 2-year extension of the validity of the previously approved master plan special permit, which is MP number 2020-0003, with considerations and findings and conditions of approval as found in the staff memorandum. Seconded by the vice chair. Stephen, can I please ask you to call the roll?
Or Jahan Habib,
Aye.
Amelia Aboff,
Aye.
Deborah Howe Easton,
Aye.
Luke Schuster,
Aye.
Michael McNeely,
Aye.
and Michael Capuano.
Aye. Good luck within the next 2 years, Attorney Galuccio.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Chair and honorable members. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
With no further business being before the board, unless anybody wants to raise anything for the good of the meeting that is not already on the agenda and subject to the open meeting law. The chair moves to adjourn this meeting. The next regularly scheduled meeting is, I believe, May 2nd. Let me confirm that on my calendar as May 2nd. Motion to adjourn is seconded by the vice chair. Stephen, can I please have you call the roll?
Steve Carey in the planning division, Michael McNeely,
Aye.
Jahan Habib,
John?
oh, Jahan might be frozen.
Okay.
Aye. Apologies.
That's all right. Deborah Howe Easton,
Aye.
Luke Schuster,
Aye.
Amelia Aboff,
Aye.
and Michael Capuano.
Aye. Thank you all. Have a nice night, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.